topic of today, we have abiotic factors and biotic factors. The health of an ecosystem depends on the relationships that exist between biotic factors and abiotic factors. The non-living components of an ecosystem are called abiotic factors. Abiotic factors determine which organisms can survive in a specific or a given environment. Some examples of abiotic factors are the water, the soil, and the sunlight. Soil is the home of many organisms like plants, animals, fungi, and microorganisms. It is made up of minerals and organic matter. Depending on its composition, the soil can be moist, dry, soft, or hard. The characteristics of the soil determine what kind of plants can grow on it. The available plants species of a given area can determine which animals can live in those places. Now let's clarify what is a biotic factor. Biotic factors are the organisms, all the living organisms that inhabit in a specific ecosystem. Some examples of them are individuals, communities, species, among others. As a part of the species, animals fulfill a specific role or function within an ecosystem. The specific function that describes the role that plays a species within an ecosystem is known as a niche. A specific component of a niche is the functions that have a specific species within other species of the same kind, or the relationships that they have within other kind of species. The interaction in members of the same kind of species is called intraspecific relationships. Competition is one example of that, in which species of the same kind can fight for food sources, or because they need the same resource, or for mates. Another intraspecific relationship is the cooperation. Cooperation is a process in which members of the same species or organisms of the same species cooperate with each other in order to survive as a group. Herds, flocks, colonies are some groups of animals that should be an example of cooperation. Members of different kind of species interact among them in interspecific relationships. Some example of that is competition, predation, and symbiosis. We have different kind of symbiotic relationships. As an example, mutualism, where both species are benefit. Commensalism, in which one is benefit and the other is not affected. And finally, we have parasitism, in which one is benefit, one organism is benefit, and the other is harm. Alright guys, with this we conclude our topic of today. Remember that abiotic factors are non-living organisms, biotic factors are living organisms, and niche is the role or a specific function that follow a type of species. And remember that animals can interact in intraspecific relationships and interspecific relationships. Thanks for watching and see you in our classes.